Back in the van. The neighbours are back. Back in the van. Last time you saw it, there was a kitchen and there was all carpet all over the walls. In fact, what the last owner, or the person that did the sort of the rebuild, as it were, they found the strongest glue to man, and they decided to stick this carpet everywhere. And so I've ripped that out. I've ripped out the kitchen as well. The kitchen was pretty manky. I found loads of weird wires. I'll show you them. In fact, I'll turn it around and show you now. Those are the wires that were there. It's a jumble of stuff. I've got a triangle of that. The red is the hot water pipe, and the blue is the cold water. And they were pretty. They'd used, for some reason, they'd used iron fixings on that. So I'm going to have to put some copper ones on when I put it back up. The fridge is going to stay. That's not moving at all. I've took that horrible cupboard that was at the top out, and I've been left with like loads and loads and loads of different wires everywhere. All the way up here. That's the fuse box. It's still attached because I've not taken much apart. All the things that are hanging down are things that were there like that. So I've got to trace it all back. Now, I'm not an expert on electricity, but I'm going to give it a go. But as you see here, there's pretty minimal insulation. So I'm going to put some insulation behind there before I put the planking back on. But I'm not going to do that first. There was a pretty useless cupboard at the top here, which I'm going to rebuild. I'm going to build my own one there. And up here, see that hole in the roof there? That was a chimney which was from the heating system, which was here. It was a massive, great big gas heating system. I don't really fancy gas in a van, simply because it produces lots of moisture. We live in the south of France, so we don't really need that much heat. There's a boiler there, that's for the hot water. And when it comes to putting heating back in, I think I'll go for a diesel heater, which I'll probably install in the garage, which is over there. But as you can see, I've sort of cleared out loads of stuff. I've been to the tip to get rid of it. I've got a pretty useless cupboard there. It's about 2 centimeters deep. And then there's this horrible carpet everywhere. Now, I'm going to start doing the planking pretty soon. See, no insulation behind it at all. And well, that's pretty gunky, really. You know, I mean, the argument would be to take all of that off and insulate it behind. But you know, I'm hoping. Well, I'm just taking the ventilator off prior to measuring up to starting the planking, and I'm thinking of leaving that carpet. Now, there might be a lot of people who would probably say, "No, don't do that." I don't know whether I should or not, but you know, it takes an age to get off, and it is, I guess, you know, another layer of insulation in a way. So yeah, that was, I don't know, if you've seen the other video, you'll see what it was like. And I'm going to slowly start doing it. Well, I've got today, I've got tomorrow, and I'm hopefully getting it ready for the end of May. That's like 30 days, a 30-day challenge of getting this van up together. What have I done today? Well, I've been on the roof. Yeah. So I've been up on the roof, and they had this huge, great big TV area at the back, like a big mushroom, which was about, I don't know, 40 centimeters high. Pretty useless. I'm not going to have a TV in it anyway. So I took that off and made a little skylight. It's just a small one, but it's just what from the hole. Basically, it lights up the cupboard a little bit, you know, for anybody who wants to live in a cupboard. And here, where the chimney was for the gas heating flue, I've taken that out and I've put constant ventilation in there, so it's always going to be ventilated. I think you can't have too much ventilation in a van. There may be an argument against that in winter, but you know, at least in summer. But anyway, you know, you need ventilation, and as I'm going to be putting eventually at the end of the day, in next year probably, I'm going to be putting a diesel heater in there. Then, you know, the more ventilation, the better, really. I know the heat escapes, but at least just stay alive, you know. So there you go. There we are at the moment. as you can see, there's a bit of a gas thing. Oh yeah, I've got to blank that off as well. I've got I've got a delivery today of a new sink, a new gas stove. I've just been to a place called Leroy Merlin, which is a bit like a home base or something like this. The fridge is not moving. That fridge is absolutely mega. It's huge. It's like it's about the same size as a house, you know. It's a small household fridge with a freezer, so I'm not getting rid of that. I need to reroute those pipes. The hot water pipes are the red ones, the blue ones are the cold water pipes. I need to do those because for some reason they used iron or metal connections, so they've rusted a little bit and look pretty rubbish, and I'll have to get some copper ones for that. Down here is where they put all the carpet everywhere. It took me ages to get this off, and to tell you the truth, it's all at the back as well, as you can see at the back of the van. But I'm thinking of, it may not be right, but I'm thinking of just going over that with my planking, as that will be another level of insulation. So, you know, it can't be too bad, can it, I suppose. This is the bed. That also I need to drill a lot of little holes in for. I was just taking this off, this ventilator, to start putting the cladding up. I'll keep that covered. It's pretty useless, but you know, keep some stuff in it, I suppose. And this horrible carpet. What are you going to do with that? Yeah. Anyway, so there you see, all of the stuff is sort of in preparation. I've just been to the equivalent of, I guess, home base in the UK, or maybe, I don't know what it's called in the US, but it's a DIY store called Leroy Merlin, and I've got two kitchen units there. I've got a new sink, I've got a new cooker, I've got a new worktop, I've got, well, in fact, I've probably got everything, but we've never got everything, have we? We always have to keep popping out to do-it-yourself stores, but I've got quite a lot to be getting on with, so I should really put this camera down and get on with it, and that's what I will do. So see you in a bit. So this is the first part of my cladding being done. There you go. Believe it or not, it took me 3 hours. Maybe as I get used to it, I'll get a lot quicker, but there you go. Anyway, it looks a lot better, I think, if you look at it with the carpet. Nice and light, clean. Voilà. This is how far I got. Decided to put some Armorflex behind it, some Armorflex insulation, just as an extra. So I have to just build up some battens and stick that on, but that's where it is so far. And we'll come back after, when I've finished that side at least. It's taken an age.